little bit of Flint. Morning everyone. So we've got day 4, second last day here. Got a couple of challenges to complete today. Just been talking to Lippy and Andy, and we've got the coffee challenge. Yeah, they've kept that one pretty hush-hush. We don't actually know what that is. Haven't had a coffee for 3 days, so it'll be interesting to see how we go. A little bit nippy this morning, so the boys have gone and got the fire going. Toes are a little bit chilly. Didn't bother bringing any shoes down here on this trip because didn't want to get them muddy and then have to go home with muddy shoes, so it's barefoot the whole way. My feet are as black as the ace of spades. Anyways guys, absolutely glorious morning. We'll go and have a look. I'll show you what we've woken up to. So here's the view that we've woken up to this morning. Absolutely perfect conditions out here this morning. Sun's just popping its head over the horizon at the moment. Absolutely glassed out conditions. Tide's running out. Got a crab pot that we're going to go and check at some stage. Crab pot will probably be out of water by the time we go and check it, but it's all good. We'll go and sit down for morning briefing and see what the challenges are. So we've got, like I said, we've got the coffee challenge. No idea what's going to be happening there. And I've also got a naked line challenge. So what that consists of, all of our fishing gear is going to be taken off us. We're going to be given 5 meters of fishing line and a hook. We've got to scrounge around, find some bait, and then we've got to catch something that we can then turn into an edible size fish. So the idea is maybe get like a bug or a slug or maybe a snail or something like that. Throw it in, catch a small fish, use that small fish to catch a bigger fish. The idea is we're going to upgrade until we've got something that's of edible table size. Anyways guys, enjoy today's footage and we'll see you soon. Morning lads.
Morning. Alrighty, how are we going?
Fucking feet are
Fire
freezing.
ready for this morning's challenge.
Ooh. Alright guys, so bonus challenge for today is the coffee challenge. Now the coffee challenge consists of, as we just had the briefing, we have to strip down to our skivvies. We have to go in the water. There's 8 of us. We've got to sit in the water until the coffees are brewed. So the idea is we're all going to go in, and then Dom is going to be brewing the coffees, and as each coffee is made, one person can get out and the rest have to stay in the water. So we only have to go into pretty much sitting depth. Alright guys, so we've got 3 left in the water. Coffees are being made and the challenge is almost complete. So we're going to have fresh brewed, nice warm coffee, probably 5 to 10 minutes. 3 left, one of us will go next. Got a cappuccino coming, so it's probably going to be me. And we've got one, we've got Chad holding the camera. Anyways guys, this is actually really refreshing. It is pretty cold, but really refreshing at the same time.
Oh mate, get your head under for the video.
Alright, go the whole hog. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so good. Alright guys, so we've got the last challenge of the fishing trip. We've got the naked line challenge. We've gone through that before. We're going to get 5 meters of fishing line, and then we're going to get a little hook, and that is pretty much it. We need to go out and fashion either a rod or a hand line, find our own bait. We can, however, use the shrimp net that we that we made yesterday. There is a heap of baby shrimp on the rocks, so I'm going to try and get down there and get some of them. Going to scrounge around, probably get some beetles, maybe some worms from the brush, and see if we can get maybe some mangrove snails and crack them open and use that. Idea is we want to try and get something small, probably maybe a little mullet or something like that, and then use the flesh off that to catch something a bit bigger. Anyways guys, let's get stuck in. Alright guys, so we've been given our naked line challenge. So this is our fishing line, 5 meters of fishing line, one little hook there as well. Then we've got to get out and get some bait. There's a few mullet jumping around. The tide's probably going to turn pretty soon, so hopefully the mullet and the smaller bait fish will come in with the tide. I reckon I'll just grab a stick and wrap it around the stick maybe. But I'll go up into the scrub, go and check for, we'll see if we can find some beetles or some little worms or something like that. If not, we are allowed to use a shrimp net, so probably scoop up a heap of shrimp if I can't find any beetles or worms. But we'll get stuck in. I'll go and fashion a hand line out of a stick, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I've gone with a makeshift fishing rod. She's got a little bit of flex in it. We'll check the shrimp net now and we'll see if we've got any prawns. We were told we could use the shrimp net, so let's see how we go. We got any in there?
There's a couple in there.
Yes! Naked lines challenge underway. We've got some fresh bait. We'll go and chuck these on a hook and we'll see what we can pick up. Alright guys, so we've got a little shrimp. Got the makeshift rod. We'll go and tie some line on there. Get this little guy on a hook. We'll see what we can pick up. Beauty. Alright guys, so we've got a makeshift rod. Let's get the line attached and get our bait in the water. Let's see what we can pick up. What I'm going to do, the end of this line, I'm going to tie probably a uni knot to the end of the stick. And go from there. Alright, here we go guys. Make your fishing rod. Get the bait up. See what we can catch. What you use is like a fly rod, I reckon. Faster than that. So there we go. Get the shrimp on the line. Over here that we've just got. Net. Let's see what we can. Shrimp tail there. Go and cast her out. See what we can get. Alright guys. Bit of a drop off just here in front of me. Got the fishing rod ready. Hopefully it's tied on nice and tight. Idea is I'm just going to throw the prawn bait just out there. See what we can pick up. And hope that the rod doesn't snap. Nuts! Yeah, I had something decent pull that line. Lost the bait. Alright guys, we've gone back to the shrimp net. Got a couple of shrimp out of that net. We'll rebait. See how we go. Alright, so that's the bigger one. Put him back in there.
Soldier crap.
Yeah, nice.
Hey.
That's a table size, isn't it?
Yep. Challenge over.
Oh, you Alright guys, so the shrimp bait worked, but unfortunately it was taken off the line. So second bait of choice is I'm going to try and find some mangrove snails. Now, well, I found 2 on this little mangrove here, 3. So I'll peel a couple of these off, crack them open, chuck the snail, the slug part on the hook, and see if we can get something with the mangrove snails. This is what they look like. There's one there. There's one just there. There's one right there. So we'll get them off, break them apart, and see if we can get something with them. 1, 2, 3. Alright guys, so we've got our mangrove snails here. Now what I'm going to do is use my survival knife. I'm going to use the butt end. I'm going to try and crush or crack all of these shells so I can get the slug out and use the slug for bait. Alright, we'll use that for bait. We'll get a few of them. So there we go. And what I want to do later is actually cook some of these up. See if the boys are willing to eat them. Alright, there we have it guys, they're the snails. Just gonna loop them through like that, I guess. Never use these for baits, this is something a bit different. We'll go 2 on the hook, I reckon. We'll leave 1 sitting here in the sand. That little palm frond. Alright, so I'll sit him down there. Put the other one on the hook like so. Beautiful, beautiful little bait. Let's get him in the water, see if we can catch a fish. Alright, we'll get out to the little ledge here. Throw it over the edge of the ledge. See how we go. Alright. Hopefully fish on very soon. The tide is roaring in at the moment, so just got to be careful. Oh, yeah, fish on. Ah! Do you call snook legal? Pike?
Are you going to eat it?
I guess so. Alright, so I've pulled the bait net up. There's a shit ton of bait in the bait net. Oh, look at that. Big beauty. Alright guys, so I put the rod down in the rod holder there, turned around, went over to the crab pot, had a look in the crab pot. We've got some live bait happening, and then the boys have said your rod's bouncing, so I'll turn back. Sure enough, come over, the rod's had a decent bite and it has snapped me off, taken me hook, taken everything. So I've gone over to the boys who are standing over there, not fishing anymore, so I asked if I could borrow their line. So we're now tying their line to my existing line, just using the double uni. That way I've got a little bit of extra length as well. Alright, lead it line to line. Shit. Oh no.
Got it? This is it, come on!
He's wrapped me around something. Oh no.
Come on.
Yeah!
It's got to be legal.
That's legal! That's legal! That's a legal brim. Surely.
Measure him up.
That's the legal.
I don't know. There we go, guys. Naked line challenge. Finally got a legal size fish. So up here in Queensland, bream have to be 25 centimeters, and he goes. "25 centimeters on the dot." Naked line challenge completed. Bloody ripper. Beers for everyone. You. Alright guys, so there we have it. Our Queensland trip has almost come to an end. We can still head out and go for a fish this afternoon, and that is because we completed every single challenge on the survival trip that we've had. So the first challenge was the fire flint challenge, where we got to learn how to light a fire with a flint, and we learned how to get the cotton wool, get all the stuff that you needed to start a fire with your kindling, your tinder, and then your bigger logs as well. Learned how to put some heat into the fire and get that roaring. The second challenge we had was the seafood basket challenge. So we had to catch 5 different species of fish, or 5 different species of seafood for this challenge. So we managed to get some oysters. Ty managed to get some oysters. We managed to get some tailor, some flathead, a legal brim. We also got some pike as well. Not to mention, we also got some undersized whiting. We got some finger mark snapper, and we also got a stingray, which I hope you enjoyed that footage. The third challenge was a crab catcher challenge. Now, we were shown how to tie lashings and how to tie wood together, and then we had to make a square, as you've seen in the video, and that square had to withstand being thrown up in the air for 10 meters or so. Luckily enough, Alpha Team's square withstood the throw and the landing, and we got some net. So we then went on and made a crab trap. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything in the crab trap. And then the last challenge was the naked line challenge. Now, so the idea of the naked line challenge, like you've seen, was you get 5 meters of fishing line, we get 1 hook. We pretty much get sent off into the wilderness, and we have to come up with an edible table size fish. So we started that at 12 o'clock, and it was pretty intense, like trying to get bait. We ended up getting some little shrimp. I had a couple of hits early. Some of the boys hooked up a couple of different fish, but we managed to get a pike. Now, when I suggested to the boys after, I think it was about half an hour, we finally got the pike, and I just used mangrove snails as bait. Managed to get the pike. I said to the instructors, it's a legal size, because technically there's no legal size in Queensland. They asked me if I wanted to gamble that and use that for bait and try and catch something different, which I begrudgingly said yes to. And with an hour to spare in the day for the challenge to be completed, we managed to hook up to a 25 centimeter brim, which here in Queensland, 25 centimeters is the legal size, and it nudged 25 and a tip. So we completed that challenge as well. Now that all the challenges are complete, the instructors have given us a bit of a reward, and that reward is a reward for completing all our challenges: ice cold beer and chocolate. Now, considering we've been living on fish for the last 3 days, this is like liquid gold, and this is going to go down a treat. So what the boys have told us is we've got a decent cook up tonight. We've got the charcoal burner, and that's all they've told us. So as a reward, we're getting that as well. So I'm going to kick on, go and drink some more of these, eat this, and probably go for a fish a bit later on. But until next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button if you like this video. Until next time, see you on the water, guys. Cheers.